Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about motivation. So I put a poll up, not a poll, a question box up on my story, and I asked you guys to ask me some questions for a Q&A, but what consistently kept coming up was how do I stay motivated. So instead of answering that in a Q&A video, I'm actually going to dedicate a whole video on it today. So I hope you enjoy it, and please like and subscribe. When it comes to motivation, there's a few things that I have really honed in on that really help me stay motivated, and I thought the easiest thing for me to do was to bullet point them and to chat about each one. My number one top tip when it comes to staying motivated is having a goal. If you don't know much about goal setting, the basic way to do it is to set yourself some short-term goals and to set yourself some long-term goals. Your short-term goals can be anything as to that day, that week, or maybe a month, or even something as, you know, up to like 4-5 months down the line. Your long-term goals, you're thinking 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line. So, how do you go about it? Well, the first thing you need to do is actually have something that's specific. So you need to find something that's a specific goal. We call them SMART goals. Some of you might have heard them. But you want to find something specific, something that's measurable, so you can track your progress. You want something that's achievable, something that's realistic, and then put a time frame on it. So you've got 5 different points to help you really find something to hone in on. Each and everybody's goal is going to be different. So then once you've come up with the goals that you have, the next question you really need to ask yourself is, how motivated am I to achieve this? Is my motivation external right now, or am I doing this for me? Am I doing this for an internal reason? So I feel like that's the next question you have to ask yourself. And this, I feel like this way of goal setting can be applied from anything. So anything from fitness to lifestyle to studying, it covers across the board. So once you've addressed what your goal is and then how motivated you are or ready to achieve that, you then need to think about, okay, what steps am I going to take to achieving this? Do I need to read some bits? Do I need to actively be more focused? Do I need to, if it's a fitness goal, do I need to look into getting a personal trainer? Do I have the knowledge to do this by myself? Do I need some help, etc, etc. Once you've kind of assessed all those areas, it's really easy to put yourself on track to achieving your goals, which is going to keep you more motivated. So I think it's really important to actually really take time thinking about what goals you are what you're actually trying to achieve and how you're going to go about achieving them. So I feel like that's step number one. My second kind of tip is to surround yourself with positive people and positive influences that can really help you stay motivated in achieving your goals. You want people around you that are going to, you know, support you on your journey to achieving that goal, and hopefully, you know, give you advice and support along the way. I think sometimes it's very easy to give in to negative energy and to think, well, you know, I don't want to be the odd one out, and you want to stay, you know, familiar with what you know. But sometimes, you know, you need to push away from what you know and what you're comfortable in to be able to start making some improvement and start making some progress in achieving your goals. So, you know, really think, you know, am I surrounded by the right people? Are the people that I have around me supportive of my goals right now? Are they, you know, hindering me? Can they help me in any way? Because as much as I believe that, you know, motivation is personal, and it you know, it can come from you, influences like your friends, your family, you know, the people that you have around you are going to influence that decision. Think about how supported you are in your environment and whether that's helping or hindering you to achieve your goals. My next top tip really would be organisation. How organised are you? For me, the way I stay motivated is I like to write my goals down, and I like to have a week by week plan of what I'm going to do, or sometimes just even a day plan. I'm a big fan of lists, so I'll like write a list in the morning and I'll tick it off as I go along. So that might be just simple things like tidy your room, create some content, blah, 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 and tick it off. And actively see yourself. It's on paper, so then you've got that reminder to keep doing those things. If you're just planning in your head, it's very easy to be like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow. One thing I like to say, and I hated it when I was younger, when I was growing up, and I'm still not great at it now, but my mum used to say to me all the time, why put off something till tomorrow that you could do today? So keep that in mind, okay? Tomorrow's not always given. My next top tip is, don't be discouraged if you have a bad day. You're not going to be motivated all the time. It's fact. You're allowed to have bad days as much as, you know, you're allowed to have good days. Just don't let those bad days drag you down. I think if you are having a day where you're not as motivated to do work, go to the gym, whatever it may be, prep your food, I don't know, whatever goal you have, I think you need to really like have a look and think, you know, why aren't I motivated today? Am I tired? Am I just not feeling it? You know, really kind of trying to address those feelings of why, rather than just thinking, well, I've had a bad day, I may as well give up. You know, one bad day doesn't mean that your goals are no longer important and you're not going to achieve them. You know, one bad day just means you've had a bad day. You can move on from it, okay? So I think bad days are almost as important as our good days, because we learn more from our bad days. You know, if you can pick yourself up after a bad day, that says a lot more about how determined you are to achieve something, rather than if everything just came easy to us. You know, life isn't meant to be easy, we're meant to be challenged, and those bad days are just teaching you another lesson. Try not to get too bogged down by it. Try to address kind of, you know, why you're feeling that way. Maybe come back to your goals and think, you know, am I becoming demotivated because these goals aren't right for me, or, you know, they're not seeming achievable right now? And you can always have like a little rejig, or, you know, you can just take a day out. Like, not every day has to be about winning or about achieving something. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. You know what you've got to do, and just give yourself some time. I feel like people these days might have a bit of this all or nothing attitude. It's like some people that, you know, are dieting. I don't really like using the word dieting, but we'll use it for this case. And they might have one day where they eat an extra slice of cake and they just think, oh, it's ruined now. Well, no, it's not. You know, one day out of however many of the rest of your life is not a lot in the scheme of things. So just try and don't let your mind escalate. Take it back to, you know, the root of what you're doing and put it in perspective. I think the best thing is to put everything into perspective. Yes, my last thing really is keep it varied. You know, if you're getting a little bit bored, maybe in your training routine, try something new. You know, for me, I do a lot of gymnastics. I mean, I don't really get bored in my training as such because I love it. I've got more of a internal motivation when it comes to exercise. You know, I do it because it makes me feel really good. I'm not really doing it because I've got any, you know, external goal of looking a certain way or anything like that. I do it because I feel good. But I also, you know, I'm unmotivated. Sometimes I don't like to go to the gym, and that's okay. You know, we have those days. If you are getting a bit bored, try something new. So I've recently started running. I'm really bad at running, but it's something new. It's a new challenge. Or try something out, you know. Think of that thing that you've always wanted to do but never done because of whatever reason, and try it. Go to a class. If you're slacking with gym motivation, going to a class is my favourite thing to do. Book a couple sessions with a personal trainer, an online coach. If it's to do with your studying, you know, you can study with a friend, you can go see a tutor, you can actually just try a different form of studying. If you're just writing notes, try watching a video, you know, try listening to an audiobook. And those are just two examples. I mean, I can't go through everything on everybody's goals. So I hope this video was helpful, or, you know, gave you a little bit of insight into what you might be able to do to increase your motivation. And yeah, I would really appreciate it if you did like and subscribe to my channel, and I can't wait to see you soon.